Hey there, dear Spellweaver community, and welcome back to another episode of Spellweaver Ranked. Before we start off today, by the way, I want to apologize. If my commentary is a little bit sluggish throughout this whole ordeal today, then please take into consideration that I have been awake since 6 a.m. Yeah, 6 a.m. this morning, and it is currently 12 a.m. the following day. So yeah, you know, as I've said, like, please excuse any sluggish commentary or sluggish plays, even though the latter always happens, so you should be used to this by now. And also, before we start up, I want to, there's like a little, basically a huge announcement concerning Spellweaver. Sadly, with my current device that I use for recording Spellweaver, I can't show you actually the screen, but I'm gonna, if I don't forget it, which I definitely will, I will put a link in the description below. First things first, you know, I bitched a little bit about the midweek conquest and that there is always the same card back as a reward when there are actually bigger things in hand that the developers have to focus about. But they actually, if you check out this Saturday's Conquest tournament, by the way, and we go to prizes, we see, Blood-Seeking Mutant, so Drayla is out of the rotation for now. And if we look into the Wednesday midweek conquest, check out the prizes, there it is, Gnome Surgeon. So they actually, like, apparently the little rotation was a little bit bugged, because for, I think, 6 weeks in a row straight, there was Drayla as a prize, and apparently they fixed it, so good on the developers, especially if you take into consideration that they have a much larger project on their hands currently, and that's what I would like to talk about. The Fuzz, by the way, made a little bit of a more in-depth look into that, but they make a balance project at the moment, and let me fire up the forum post about that real quick, so you know, so you are in the picture. And this is what Ifko said: we'd like to involve Masters participants in our game balancing efforts. Long story short, history shows that we haven't always made the best choices regarding card balance. EA, take notes with your fucking loot box bullshit. I was smart because these guys, Dream Reactor, actually listen to the community. Our small team and limited resources don't allow extensive testing or sometimes even the attention needed to properly execute this task. We'd like to change that and assemble a team of some of the best Spellweaver players to advise us in the process. So that eliminates me, basically. If you are a volunteer, please chime in below with your idea on how to execute this best. We will start a topic with discussion about the balance changes we need related to the newly added 7, in brackets 8 cards. There will be no time for anything more complex than that for now, as we need to make these changes next week. That's pretty fast, actually. It was posted on February 3rd, by the way, so maybe when this video is already up, the changes might already be in place. Thanks in advance for your help. P.S. If you have not participated in a Masters Finals, -S final, we can still include you into the balance team, but you need to be an active community member who has shown her ability to assess cards well. Yeah, I'm out. Vitamin Z, you can feel invited. Zephyria, okay. So currently, they already have established a team, and that is the team in no particular order. It is Ifko, Maraud, Sasha, Year, Zadorek, Komzian, Zephyria, Vanguard X, Giotto, Vitamin C, he's twice in there for some odd reason. Playing favors, apparently. Devirk, The Fuzz, Dobritze, Rip Drayla, Rinriet, Aniop, yep, that fool, and Birdis. New candidates may be applied by posting in this topic. How it works. When there is an active project, there will be a sticky topic starting with currently discussing. Please have a look in there for details. For now, we will keep the general discussion for the current project in that topic and post separate topics for individual discussion of cards, polls, etc. Rules. Yeah. So basically what they do, you can also access this, by the way. It is a overall forum, and it is called Balanced Team Discussion. And the topics that are sticky at the moment, no, they haven't stickied anything, but the topics that are up are broader issues discussion, multicolor shrine template, deck resource, pandemonium of over-nerfness, they definitely need to change that, merchant of boredom, Harbinger, by the way, it's called Harbinger of Souls, combo spawner, and that was it. For some reason, like Rip Drailer is in that team. And I don't know, maybe they removed it, but he actually... Oh, it was in feedback and suggestions, so it was in another forum altogether. Let me actually... Because, you know, he has a thread up. And I'm gonna fire shots right now at this guy. Jorale Silencer. Wait, hold on a second. I don't think you can actually see this in my videos, but this picture right here. Yeah, well, my printer fucked up on this, but it's basically Jorale Silencer crossed out. You know, we don't want you in here, Jorale Silencer. You are bullshit. You are not needed here. You are fucking garbage. And I hate playing against it. And this guy, Rip Drailer, opened a forum, or a thread, I should say. Jorale Silencer. Has it ever been considered to make it cost 3 blue levels? Okay, with that out of the way, let's head into the ranked scheme of things. And by the way, if you want to know why Jorale Silencer sucks, look into the last was it the last Spellweaver ranked? I think it was, where I played Corrupted Soldiers or Black Soldiers, however you want to call it. Then you see why Jorale Silencer is a piece of shit. And my suggestion, by the way, for reworking this card is to basically throw it out of the way. Get this shit out of the game and everything will be fine. Alright, so now for today's deck, by the way, I got this out of the forums from Vitamin Z. He has played it in several friendly matches. He stated in a thread, by the way, that it might not be really playable in ranked. Because everyone plays that annoying Rage Wisdom Silencer crap. But I also played it in a couple of friendly matches and it's really fun to play. It features 2 of the new cards. Only 2? Yeah. 2 of the new cards. Works pretty well, by the way, I gotta say. And we'll see how it fares in ranked. If we don't run into Rage Wisdom crap, maybe it's gonna work out. We'll see. It's basically, by the way, called Corruption Control Paladin, I think. I'm gonna see it in the title of the video anyways. By Vitamin Z. So, the first new card that it features, by the way, is the Cold-Hearted Paladin. With this deck, by the way, love this card. 1 order, 1 random aspect, 3 mana, 2/2, and the beautiful thing about this card is that it is actually a 3-speed creature, and it just makes it so good in this deck. I love it. So it's Tainted. Cold-Hearted Paladin gets +1 attack, +1 HP for each of your levels and aspects of evil. And this is corruption. Yeah, corruption control. So you basically go up evil aspects. And what it does with evil aspects is, that you get +1/+1. And since we want to get 3, with this particular one, we want to go 3 corruption, 1 Trigon for the Wisdom Order. So this one is basically a, a 5/5. If we have 3 corruption aspects, this thing is a 5/5. No, wait. If we have 3. Yeah. Did I say 2? I'm an idiot. But if we have 3 corruption aspects, this is a 5/5, which is freaking neat. And whenever Cold-Hearted Paladin, this is the awesome part about this, whenever Cold-Hearted Paladin destroys a creature, you gain 1 life for each of your levels and aspects of good. The enemy hero loses that much life, which usually is only 1. If we will use 1 Trigon, maybe 2. We're gonna see about that later on, though. Then we have Catacomb Keeper. This is why we run the Trigon for Order and Wisdom, by the way. It's also Tainted. It's a 3/3 2-speed, good blocker, 1 aspect, 3 mana. When Catacomb Keeper enters the field, draw a card for each of your levels and aspects of evil, and discard a card for each of your levels and aspects of good. By the way, I also made a Reanimator list with this card. Works pretty well with this, I gotta say. And of course, you know, card draw is always good. 4 times Death Curse Shaman, you know, for corruption control, obviously, and it's just a good card. Deals with a 3/3 potentially, so good on this. We have 4 times Mesmerizing Spirit, obnoxious as fuck, because every time she hits, the enemy hero has to, or the enemy player has to discard 1 card, so it's pretty good. 3 times Blood Witch Harpy, awesome ball control if we run if we have to run against Rage, this one definitely breaks the enemy because it's always also 3 HP, so Gibo and Ronnie and all that shit don't got much on the Blood Witch Harpy. Bezarok. Yeah. Of course. Do we have... Yeah, we have Reanimate, so if we run Catacomb Keeper, we have to... And if we have like a good amount of evil aspects... Was it evil? Oh no. For each of your levels and aspect of good, we have to discard 1 card. So if we draw Bezarok off of Catacomb Keeper, then, or if we have him in hand when we play him, we can discard him and reanimate him, and we don't even have to pay like the whole ordeal of 5 mana and 4 aspects, which is pretty costly. But yeah, we have 2 options when we summon him. Either the enemy hero has to sacrifice creatures with a combined level of at least 3, or when he dies in the game, he dies for real, we can summon a demon with a combined level of 3. And different names, obviously, which most likely is going to be a Succubus, because Succubus is awesome. Trigon 3 times for the Wisdom Order aspect. We actually only need 1, but we might play more, because actually the Cold-Hearted Paladin and the Catacomb Keeper sort of flourish with that. New Horizons is OP, and that's why we run this, obviously. Pandemonium of Darkness, basically for the lulz. We can also fish that out, by the way, with Trigon. Helps us ramp up in corruption aspects, not really. That kind of defeats the purpose. But we can use it for the ability, which is basically a Succubus without the body, as the Fuss likes to call it, and that is pretty accurate. Obnoxious Fumes is what you run always with corruption, because it's awesome removal. Same with Word of Pain. Also an extra card draw, nothing much there. Consume Spirit also, we want to go up a lot of corruption aspects. The best thing, as I've said, you know, is Trigon for Wisdom Order, and then basically 3 corruption aspects, and we're good. That is also, by the way, what we need for Bezarok if we want to summon him from hand. Reanimate 3 times, as I said, you know, with Catacomb Keeper makes sense. Or just if the enemy uses removal, we can fish out like our threats again. Whether that being Cold-Hearted Paladin or Bezarok. Tombs of the Damned for a little bit more board control with zombies. Not really necessarily needed. Suffocate works awesome with zombies, obviously, and with everyone that we have as well. Like the Catacomb Keeper doesn't die from it, and the Cold-Hearted Paladin might die from it. But if we beefed up on corruption aspects, he should be fine. We have 2 times Sanctum and 12 Corruption Shrines, and that is basically it. So we are gonna see how this deck fares. You know, I've played it, I think, twice in friendlies last week, because I didn't have much time this week, so I think I won both games, by the way, and it's really fun to play. Like, Cold-Hearted Paladin became one of my favorite cards. You know, of course, I went on and on about the... What was it? Wait, was it called Siren of the Deep or something? Was it called like that? No, it wasn't Siren. How was she called? Oh, it was like, wasn't it Dominion? Yeah, Siren of the Deep Sea, exactly. You know, I went on and on about this creature, especially the Deep Sea Horror one. But yeah, I think the Cold-Hearted Paladin takes the cake, and maybe I can even showcase this if we don't run into Order Wisdom, which we probably will. But yeah, we're gonna see. By the way, now we are ranked currently, let me check that real quick, 223 with 71 games and 110 lost. More games with Hermillion. It's interesting. But yeah, we're gonna see. Oh, by the way, we run the Advanced Nefarist, which is normal for... Almost forgot that. Which is normal for the control scheme. Because of his hero ability, Occultism, lose 2 life and return a creature that died this turn from a graveyard onto the field under your control. So yeah, if we have 3... Yeah, if we have 3 corruption aspects and use Consume Spirit on a beefy enemy creature and it dies through to this, or with Noxious Fumes or maybe even Word of Pain, and it dies, we can use hero ability to get that card onto our side, which is pretty neat. And if we run, by the way, into, or if we run against also Corruption Control, they usually like run Succubus, we can kill a Succubus, lose 2 life, and potentially gain 1 because we drain the enemy for 3 HP. So it's a win-win situation regardless. But yeah, that is it. And now let's check out how it works, how it fares, this deck in ranked, in game number 1. Well, isn't that interesting? Vitamin Z is our first combatant, and he's gonna get a taste of his own medicine. We have 3 New Horizons, which we definitely are gonna keep. And that was horrible grammar. So, let's get this thing on a roll. And by the way, he plays That is also kind of interesting, obnoxious bullshit. So let's hit him with that 1-2 special. Sadly, we go first, so we don't get the immediately spark into New Horizons. He runs a okay. Okay, my friend. I see. It's kind of interesting. It's New Horizons, you're right back, my boy. So we have the Cold-Hearted Paladin. That is neat. Let's get rid of him for now. Let's go for more card draw, actually. Ramp it up. Kind of interesting, though. Like, maybe it's... I don't know why you would use Trigon for obnoxious silencers, but we're gonna see. Alright. Next New Horizons. Because it's fucking bullshit. Yep. And we can basically run a Cold-Hearted Paladin and Consume Spirit if we do so desire. Game. You're giving me options right there. That is pretty neat. I could... Yeah, I'm gonna discard that Bezarok. Got another New Horizons. Alright then. Interesting, interesting. Good. We can also use Soul Prison so early. Like, that's... It's nasty. That was also nasty, by the way. Good thing I haven't played a Paladin. Yeah, let's make him sack that. Do we play the... Let's play the Death Curse Shaman first. No, let's not play the Cold-Hearted Paladin for now, because he might remove that. Even though it should be... Nah, it's a 4-4 if we play it. It's kinda safe. Problem is that this is also a 3-3, obviously. Uh-huh. Catacombs Keeper, eh? So he's up in aspects as well. Kinda debating. Should I New Horizons? Would be up to 6 mana, down to 4. Could play the Cold-Hearted Paladin then. Puts that on the back, alright. Suffocate would kill. Yeah, could wipe his board. You know, with this, when I trigger... Or do I use Word of Pain, kill him with that and do 2 damage with the Death Curse Shaman? That could be a thing, actually. And it's extra... Yeah, it's extra card row as well, so let's do this. Another Bezarok, alright then. Kill it with fire! Or less air. Let's get this out of the way. We could kind of use this. Alright. Another one. Let's see what you put in there. Alright. Nothing significant. Yeah, that sounds good. Can't attack, but at least it's off the field. And get something a little that makes more sense, like this. Which we can use next turn. We can also summon a Bezarok. Oh my god! The possibilities with this. It's awesome. Maintaining board presence is the key. So we can use this either to buff him with a blessing, or to buff him by just adding another Order Wisdom level. So he gets more when he actually kills something. And why does he... Why the 4 Rage? Okay. You kinda suck. God damn it, a 5-5. I thought he would be safe for sure. Ah well, let's summon Bezarok with this. Don't really need this, however. Fuck me. Then let's just go with another one of these. Beef it up. Feel free to remove it. And I get my succubus. And everything is gonna be fine. Oh. Why so serious? So if I use this, he's obviously gonna use the Phoenix. That, I think, is for certain. Yeah, I can use this. No biggie. Yeah, I don't really need this anymore. Please. Please, the Phoenix. Thank you. Good thing. Good shit, my friend. Good shit. Let's see if he blocks this. Probably not. Would be stupid if he would. Exactly. If he kills Bezarok, though, he only gets 1. Yeah, he only gets 1 HP back unless he goes for another good aspect next. He doesn't really necessarily have to. He can just Firestorm to kill both, actually. Ah, well, I will get demons either way, so let's see how he deals with this. I mean, he could go for 6 face damage. I think he will. Because Firestorm doesn't kill his Paladin. Only 2 or 3 mana left if he plays another one for mana. No Firestorm? I mean, it would be detrimental because I don't have anything on my hand to play next turn, which is kind of shitty. Another? What is with all the rage aspects, though? That is weird. I mean, yeah, to make him more beefy, but still, it's kind of odd. Or does he have a couple of fireballs in hand? Oh, yeah, it doesn't draw him anything. Ooh! I can kill my Bezarok. Or should I go with the cold-hearted Paladin? Nah, I'm gonna go with Bezarok. Let's go with this. Maybe I should have gone with the other one. Yeah, I think Succubus is the best decision here. Yay! Yeah, let's make him sack. Get another Succubus! That's funny. Okay, let's get the New Horizons going. Yeah, sure. Go for 3 damage. It's almost lethal. Almost. We made a good combo with the Bezaroks there, if I do say so myself. Okay. What you bringing to the table? Firestorm is a huge problem because it wipes the entire board, by the way. And I should have gone for when he... Yeah, I should have gone when he dies, because then I would have won. I could have just summoned another Succubus. I'm a dum-dum. Crap on a cracker. Fuck, we could have won. That doesn't really help. We would have won if I would have gone. Shit! Ugh. Why does the Battlesguard Elder why is he 3 levels? Damn it, game! Fuck. Maybe he misclicks. It's the only thing I can hope for now. Fuck that. Oh my god. We would have had this. But Vitamin Z, you don't play silencers. I applaud you for that. That game was that was fun. That was fun. That was cool. Vitamin Z, good shit. Good shit. And also, by the way, he's the creator of the stack, obviously. So yeah, if he wouldn't have won, maybe that would have been rigged. That was fun though. That was cool. Okay, next game right away against Metal Zoa 1. We know this guy.